These 6 hippo encounters will surely make you jump out of your seat in pure shock. Number 6. These tourists were on a peaceful, organized tour in Botswana when they encountered someone who wasn't too happy about having its picture taken. Luckily, the angry hippo wasn't fast enough to catch up to their tour bus, but it still successfully managed to chase them away from its territory. Number 5. In Okavango Delta, Ed Stafford from the Discovery Channel had an absolutely jaw-dropping encounter with a hippo that decided to invade his campsite. The clip immediately starts off as the man can be seen hiding behind a tree, hoping that the enormous beast doesn't notice him. Fearing for his life, he proceeds to flee up a tree in the middle of his camp, staying safely out of reach while he allows the intrusive animal to roam nearby.
You see all the scratches on its back? Crikey, I just shot straight up this tree. Unbelievable. It's going into the water.
Stafford waits for the hippo to walk back into the river before finally descending from the tree and continuing his show as originally planned. Number 4. While on a relaxing canoeing expedition in Central Africa, 2 unlucky men got to see the local wildlife a little closer than they would have liked. In the beginning, nothing seems out of the ordinary as they seem to be casually drifting down the river while enjoying the beautiful scenery. Just as they start turning the corner, though, 2 hippo heads can be seen poking out of the water in the distance. What happens next is not what they expected. The men begin yelling at the animal while they quickly work to get their boat back to land in an attempt to save their lives.
Stop.
Once the 2 men make it back to safety, they hide quietly in the tall grass as the hippo thankfully makes its retreat. Number 3. This man was on vacation at Serengeti National Park in Tanzania when a large and dangerous visitor entered his camp at an inconvenient moment. The video starts off rather normally as the tourist grabs a few shots of the nearby hippo pool where nothing too alarming can be seen. However, things very quickly take an unexpected turn when one of the animals decides to come get a closer look at the man's campsite. Obviously not wanting a physical confrontation with the beast, the man sticks to hiding in the back of the tent, all the while making the least amount of noise possible. Eventually, though, the animal seems to lose interest and just turns around to walk back towards the river. Number 2. An exciting motorboat ride through the waters of Africa took a frightening turn when these friends were suddenly pursued by a territorial hippo. Initially, the driver begins slowing down the boat in order to allow the passengers to observe the 2 hippos they had just spotted in the distance. Nothing seems too alarming at first, until one of the men suddenly notices that they are now being chased down by one of the animals.
It's coming here? Oh my god! We are being chased by the hippo.
The driver, luckily recognizing the danger of the situation, begins to speed away to save his friends from the quickly approaching hippo.
My friend, don't be on the phone.
After a few rather stressful minutes, the hippo finally decides to spare them and just disappears back underwater. Number 1. On a river in Senegal, a canoe tour took a truly horrifying turn when a territorial hippo decided that it would defend its territory against these poor tourists. The clip starts off showing the two canoes calmly paddling down the river, but things sadly don't remain peaceful for much longer.
Fucking hell. Oh, side on. Fucking hell. Whoa.
Having startled the territorial animal, the canoers proceed to carefully make their way to shore and climb onto the rocks in hopes of evading the animal's threat.
Should be alright. It's only a big hippo after all.
Get the horn.
For the following minutes, the whole group of tourists remains on the edge of the river as they observe the hippo intimidatingly staring at them from up ahead. Eventually, though, the animal finally submerges itself back underwater, and the tourists decide to call it a day. Thanks for watching until the end. Check out these other videos that might interest you. I'll see you there.